What is going on, guys? Ultimate Gamer 97 here, and today I am bringing you one of my favorite gun class setups, the R870. In my opinion, it is the greatest shotgun in the game, possibly the greatest gun in the game. It's definitely the funnest. I've had a blast using it, and I hope this video helps you guys out. It's a pretty early gun that you unlock in the beginning, and it really did help me out rank up fast because, I was getting 30 and 4 in games, and it was fantastic once I figured out how to use it, and I hope I can show you guys how you can use it and do well. So basically the attachments that I'm using are long barrel and laser sight, and the reason why I'm using long barrel is because of the 4 shotguns that Black Ops 2 has. It does have the it has one of the fewer ranges, and long barrel helps you out there. It definitely does have one of the greatest, what's the word I'm thinking of, damage, and long barrel helps that out even more. So even if you're from quite a bit of distance away, you can still get a pretty good hit on it. And laser sight, I'm using laser sight because this shotgun, you want to be firing from the hip instead of aiming down your sights like the KSG. The KSG shoots like a slug bullet where you want to be aiming down. That's why it's called like the sniper shotgun. Well, this one, it shoots a widespread, so you can pretty much tell if you have your laser sight lined up with the person, you know you're going to guarantee get the kill if you have it lined up right, and laser sight really does help you out firing from the hip. My secondary, I'm using the 5.7 just because there's a lot of times it doesn't have the greatest clip size, but the 5.7 I use as my secondary. Pretty much any pistol would be good depending on which one you're comfortable with. I like the 5.7, so when you're down with one bullet and you're reloading and a guy comes around the corner and there's that reaction time where he doesn't see you but you see him, you can switch to your secondary very quickly and get the kill and then go back to reloading. You could use fast mags, but the coincidence of having to reload 8 bullets by the time you see somebody, it doesn't really help. I could see you using extended mags, that could help, but I found it very helpful to have just a secondary. So moving on to my perks, I'm using lightweight basically because you want to be on your feet, and shotguns are very heavy, and I don't really find any other perk 1 perks to be really helpful besides, like flak jacket, things like that. You wouldn't use ghost because that's just stupid. Even though you're always moving, I can see why you would want to. But I don't really find anything else helpful. So perk 2, I'm using toughness for my perk 2 because you do have the disadvantage. You one-shot kill against like a 6 and 8 depending on what your enemy has, and toughness really does help you not flinch when you get shot, which means you can keep moving and get the kill. So perk 3, I'm using perk 3 greed, and I'm using tack mask and dexterity. In dexterity, there's a lot of times, like I said, you want to be moving, so you're going to be sprinting a lot. Depending on how you play, you might not be the type of person to be running, so this dexterity won't help you at all. Me, personally, I run constantly, and dexterity helps me out a lot when I run around and there's a guy and I need to draw my gun very quickly. And tack mask basically because there's so many people. When you're running into a building like on standoff, everyone goes into buildings and standoff, and as soon as you walk in there's a shock charge. Well, the person's gonna know that, so they're gonna turn around and you still get them. I mean, tack mask is amazing. I never used it before a lot because I was like, oh no, there's way better perks. Well, there really isn't. Tack mask keeps you moving, and you have the advantage when someone tries to shock charge you or concussion you or do anything to you. It is amazing. And of course, my tactical, I'm using concussion just because I want to know where enemies are, and if he's from a distance and I can't get him, I can concussion him, run, and get him. So it will really help you out this way.